Hi, and welcome to the Country Club Podcast, episode 39. We talked about it before the show. I'm Will.
I'm Ben.
I'm Evelyn.
I'm Kate.
And how you guys doing?
Yeah,
fine,
you know.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, going along.
All right, Kate. So I think you want to rant about Batman for a little bit, or just explain.
No, I know. I'm playing Batman.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a TikTok. Okay, and I'm gonna talk about TikTok right now, real
That's
quick.
fine.
I saw TikTok, and it was like, "What's the darkest comic you've ever read?" And so, of course, it was a Batman comic. And it was the Death of the Family one, and it's like the Joker's face is cut off, and then he just slaps some like glue on that and puts it back on, and then he tries to like kill the Bat family.
It's a good one.
Doesn't
It's a
he-
good one.
And it's a good one. And it's really dark, and I'm scared of it. I think about it a lot. I don't. Someone else go.
for the darkest comic. I don't know. I'm a Marvel guy, so I don't read too many.
I know.
Dark
DC is like the dark stuff.
I'd probably say Watchmen, because that's all about like nuke and people dying and everything's hopeless and all that kind of jazz. But I don't know. I think I had to pick a dark comic. I think Dark Knight Returns, pretty dark one. That's where Batman fights Superman. But it's a Batman game that I think I want to try. I want to try the VR Batman game.
There's a VR Batman game?
You sound very intrigued, Kate.
No, what?
Yeah,
No,
I don't know.
Never. I'm not interested in that at all. Tell me everything.
I saw a video. I don't know where to get it or like where it is, but I saw a video of he's like playing it, and then he has this X-ray gun, and he points down to his dick, and he's like, no dick, interesting." And VR, and I think I'd make a great Batman.
From that impersonation, yeah, I think you would.
Well, yeah, I've worked on it
Say
for
another
a
Batman.
while. I don't know. You put me on the spot to think of something funny to say as Batman. I'm thinking like, Damien, stop beating dick with a stick. Or
yeah, no, you'd be a great Batman.
I don't know. What is he saying?
Wait, are you saying
It's VR. It might be
new?
No, it's old.
Okay, yeah, because there's Batman Arkham VR. I've heard of that.
Is it a? Can you get it on PC or is it like
It's
PS4 exclusive?
PS4 and Microsoft Windows.
That means we can play it. I don't know where to get it, but that means we can play it.
Let's check the Microsoft store. Let's go.
It's probably on Steam. They have a shitty Spider-Man game in VR too.
I think that'd have to be executed pretty well.
Yeah.
Or else it would just be like...
It's not that great. All the web swinging is like just really clunky, and like the physics are all fucked. But it's free, so you can't really complain. But I don't know. It's superhero because they have a Iron Man one that is pretty cool, but it's only on PlayStation VR, and I'm not a degenerate, so I don't have a PlayStation VR headset. But yeah, I don't know.
It's on Steam.
It's on Steam.
Batman VR, yeah. Arkham VR.
Gonna have to pick that one up. That's gonna be kind of high.
$20. Has mixed reviews. It only has 1,000 reviews.
Most VR games have mixed reviews. Like
there's an image of Alfred going like that. I'm like, oh, dap me up, Alfred. Fucking God.
That'd be funny. That'd be funny. I was trying to think of other like superhero games that'd be cool in VR, but VR is just so fucky right now. Like it's a really hit or miss. Cause like Beat Saber's cool, Blade and Sorcery are cool. Gorn's cool, but like half the games kind of just suck ass. Like even
I feel like it's hard to get a good game that's like I'm about to sneeze also, by the way. So anyways, I feel as though it's very hard to get a good VR game that's like not just standing there. Because like
Yeah.
otherwise you just get like motion sick. Skyrim VR is all fucked.
yeah,
I haven't
it's
been
just
able to
no
play
worky.
it for months. And I don't know why.
I don't think I've ever played VR. Ever.
It's a trip, but then also then your face is like, I don't support this. I don't
It's
you get wrinkly.
you don't get.
I'm gonna
wrinkly.
become old playing VR, Will.
I don't think it works like that, Kate.
I'm
I
supposed
really
to
don't.
never die. And VR is gonna
Kate,
it's
you
aging.
don't
me.
even play that much VR. I don't play that much VR either.
Okay, well sometimes I'll play it.
Well, you
Okay,
just got yours
wait.
fixed,
I didn't play it
so
for a while because my controller was broken.
yeah.
And now I have a dog crate in my room.
So no
For a
room to
dog.
play VR.
My room smells like boy dog.
Boy
This
dog.
is his room.
Hmm.
This isn't my room.
Yeah.
Boy dog.
Wow.
He's a little boy and he's a dog. And that's what it smells like.
And yeah, and he owns your room now.
He now owns it, yes. He's peed on my bed, so
Oh, so it's his.
So
That's
yeah,
probably
it's his room now.
Showing dominance,
room now.
really.
little
It's
PP boy
quite
showing his dominance.
quite impressive.
He also peed on his own bed. Just so I know.
I always got 2 beds.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got 2 beds.
Levi is doing quite well. He kind of a prick. His new thing is he'll just come into my room, put his head on my lap, and just wait for me to look at him, and then bark at me to take him outside. So
He's got a
Oh,
method. There's a method to his madness. He's smart.
he is. He's too smart. I think
Good businessman.
Raised him too well.
Good negotiator.
under intelligence it's a cruel mistress.
Oh, Max comes in. He'll make you pick him up and put him on the bed, and then he'll claw at you because he wants to go outside. So it's like you're putting in more work than
Well,
he is.
yeah. That's
It's like you could have
know
told me before I picked you up, but
Yeah, Ozzy just finds the nearest bed and pees on it.
that's
He's
cute.
like, this will do.
that's considerate, you know? He doesn't want to bother you.
Yeah. It's so nice.
He's just like, this is very peeable. I'm a big fan here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my other dog Lily, she started doing this thing too. If we take Ozzy out, she'll stand at the door. So when like we take him back in, she'll stand right in the middle and like not let him back in. And essentially just like intimidate him. And I think he's getting really fed up with it because he was very like nasty to her. Well, she's nasty all the time, so she got what she deserved. But it was like he just started like going crazy at her when like she wouldn't let him in. And it was like also like time to eat. And so he was like, I swear to fucking God, I'm starving. I'm not putting up with this bullshit right now.
That's funny.
It was literally like the meanest I've ever seen him, besides when he runs at people and tries to intimidate them with his big floppy ears.
They are
Big
very intimidating floppy ears.
His big woo. It's okay. Everything's fine.
Bark,
Anyways,
bark.
moving on, if we may. Evelyn's a new gamer. This is her coming out video.
She's in the
I'm
closet
so
right
excited
now.
to share this with the world.
Gamer and
Gamer
friend.
debut.
My gamer debut.
Yeah, we haven't played much with her yet. It's just been Phasmophobia and COD. But, yeah. How you digging it, Evelyn?
Shit. Oh, can I swear?
Yes, you can
I'm
swear.
just swearing so much.
Shit's hard. Let me be real. That shit's hard.
Yeah. You've been doing good though. You had, at least in shipment, I remember you getting a couple kills, and
You
then
had 7 kills though.
It's a lot easier when everyone's clunked in together. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm just
That's a lot what shipment is.
Yeah.
It's just kind of hold down right trigger.
Yeah.
Or I guess you guys are all on keyboard. So.
Yeah, the elite of the elite. Anyway, my PC Master Race out of the way. You did also get a kill in Resurgence, which is epic.
Oh yeah, you did.
Which
You have a higher KD than me.
I
One.
don't think that's true anymore.
Oh, not anymore. Not for Resurgence.
Well, maybe. I don't know. Regardless, it's a good KD for starting out. 1 kill, 1 death.
It'd still be higher than me.
And then we played like normal Warzone a couple nights ago, and it went well. So yeah. But you gotta get you into Skyrim, Persona.
How's your Sims grind going?
That's complicated too. I skipped the tutorial because I was like, no, I don't need that shit. And I'm like lost.
Oh no. Are you gonna go back and do the tutorial?
I should.
It's pretty easy. Like you just kind of need to know the basic controls and you got it.
I think I'm just making it difficult.
I thought you
like it's like I was trying to build a house. I was getting so in my head. I'm like, what comes first? Like, what do I was like actual house building. I'm like, does a foundation go first? Like,
yeah, there's so many different like things you can make.
Many different.
Like, floor first, right? And then some stairs.
I mean, I think what you start with first is like the roof.
I don't think
and you
that's
just work your way down. No, top
See,
to
if
bottom.
I had done the tutorial, maybe I would have learned that.
I mean, you can buy like pre-made houses in it.
Yeah, but what's the fun in that?
It's a luxury. I have to earn my way to that.
You get to renovate. You get to become property brothers, except without the sexual.
I never thought
tension.
of it like that.
Sexual tension.
You're saying the property brothers have sexual tension? Is what you're saying?
They not?
I don't
you watch the show then?
I've only seen it a couple times.
You could cut it with a knife.
Saying, like one time, a guy breaks down a wall and he's like,
yeah, maybe.
All I'm saying is you gotta have some sort of sexual tension there to get a house built. Maybe that's where you're going wrong, Evelyn. You don't have a character you have sexual tension with. You need to create someone you're attracted to, and then just be like, "Damn."
Maybe that's the problem. I created myself.
Rest her. Oh,
I'm repulsed.
Oh no,
there's no tension.
I mean, you could just make her homeless, I guess. Can you be homeless?
Yeah,
probably.
I'll roam the Sim streets.
You'll become the stray dog of Sims.
I've played Sims once in like 5th grade, so I barely know anything about Sims. Like I could probably go in there and build a house faster than Evelyn, but
probably. But I've spent like 3 hours on the game. I haven't done anything.
No.
Yeah.
Just seeing the
the scenery is just one plot of land. Just one plot of land I own.
Looking at the screen, being like, something's gonna happen. Something. Yeah. I'm gonna figure this out.
If I sit long enough, there'll be a pop-up message like, "Do you need help?" And I'll be, "Yeah."
Well, have you been entering like build mode?
Yeah, I did.
Oh no,
we ain't building nothing yet.
We built some stuff, but then you kind of get down and retried.
I get in my own head, and I'm like,
You got a kitchen.
It's an open canvas.
Gotta make
I had a kitchen.
Yeah, you had a kitchen.
I had a kitchen. I'll get there. Maybe I'll find Kate's house and I'll pee on the bed. It'll be mine, and then I don't need to make my own house.
Take it over.
I'll just say yours.
Don't do it. I'm not gonna notice it for like 3 days. I just I'm bad. I'm having a rough. I've been pee for 3 days and even notice. I noticed it when I was going to bed the night before. I realized it because I could smell it, and I was like, "What the?" And it was too late to change my sheets.
just would have slept on the ground, but like fucking dog.
It was dry.
It's
I took a
fine.
shower.
If you get clean in the end, what's the in between?
Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
what matters in that
Yeah.
period of time doesn't matter, you know?
It's lost to
It's
time.
fine.
Yeah.
Both my bed and myself was cleaned. I jumped in the washer with the sheets. I wrung myself
Good
out.
power
I'm all
wash.
clean. Yeah. I put it on heavy duty. You know how it is. Rough. I don't want to talk about this. Right.
The other game we played, other than Sims and COD, was Phasmophobia. And I think you did a great job. Dying a couple times.
Thank you.
You did
Thank you.
escape the ghost while I was just sitting outside and Kate was fucking dead, which was pretty funny.
Die.
Yeah, that game you died because she
Oh, I
couldn't
did
hear
die.
you, remember? And we were sitting in
yeah.
the car, or I was sitting
That was
outside.
That was so frustrating because I was right where you were, and you
Yeah.
were just standing facing the door, and you weren't even trying to get to a different room. And I kept saying, like, you pull the door
I was
open.
panicking, okay? I was like, if I don't move, he can't see me.
And Ben was there with you, so I was like, why doesn't he just try to pull the door? Why aren't they figuring
I
out
didn't
how to
understand.
pull the door?
I didn't understand that's how doors open.
I didn't know how to. I thought I was trying to open the door, but I think I was doing the wrong clicking thing.
Oh yeah, no.
I was like, the universe. It's the universe's sign that I need to just stay where I am.
I felt like the episode of New Girl when like Nick is like trying to open the like the pole door, and he's like, "I'll push if I want to push."
Yeah.
So mad, and I felt that rage inside of me.
Yeah, but
I'm
there was
so
a
sorry.
murderous ghost right behind him.
And then Will kept playing the Meow Mix. Like,
I
clip.
thought it was so
I was
funny.
it was literally every time, and he would play it, and then the ghost would start hunting.
It was
So
so
it was like a
funny
motherfucking
every
cat.
time.
It was so insulted.
It was so funny. So I have this sound clip, which is Dr. Evil singing the Mal Mix theme. And we'd go in there, and it'd be like quiet for a little bit, and then I would just play it, and every fucking time it pissed the ghost off, and I thought it was so fucking funny. And then the Joe Biden clip was the other one that I played a lot.
Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just like, don't get political in this lobby. Like, I'm dead, but I'm a resurrect. Choke you out.
That game's weird. I have very mixed feelings about it. I like it a lot, but I also
Basketball.
well, the basketball, it's great. 100%. But like it's fun. It's a lot of fun. But I wish there were Ghostbusters. There was a Ghostbuster mod for it where we could shoot lasers and have the little Ghostbuster thing. If we had that, I'd play it every day.
That's scary, though. The point is that it's scary. We've had this discussion before.
I
You
just
don't
want
like
it to be
games
fun.
but-
I just want it to be fun.
Fun.
I just
I
want
have
it
yet
to
to
be...
see an actual ghost. Like I always die before I can see it.
You see its
I thought we
hands.
saw one when I died.
It wraps around you.
Did we?
Yeah, like I
Yourself.
turned like for a second.
I
there.
think you've seen them.
If it was a second, I probably missed it.
Because I've only...
I think I
mean,
just
you
saw
get
a
the-
picture.
the
I think I just saw
shadow
the
of it.
picture of the shadow of it.
I've only
I
seen...
didn't see it.
I didn't see it for a long time. Like, it took me a while until I actually saw a ghost.
It's the anticipation. It's the sexual tension between me and the ghost.
There's a sometimes you don't want to see it. Sometimes you're like, I'd be better off if I didn't see this.
I
Because
wish
there's
they
one
were
that
more
just
animated.
The crawling one is animated.
Well, I know, but like sometimes...
Have you seen him? Have you seen
No,
the
I
little
haven't.
child?
I haven't. I want to. But like I remember there was one where you guys were outside and through the window, or Kate might have been with me. One of you were outside flashing light through the window. And this guy and I saw him and he was just staring at there just like menacingly. And I was like, "Hey dude, how's it going?" I just picked up the camera and fucked off, but he was just there. And I don't know if he might have been chasing me, but I've seen him
He was trying to
chase
tell you you
before.
grew up.
Like when Evelyn died. When Evelyn died,
R.I.P.
they were because Evelyn was running with me, and Evelyn just got the axe, and I was fine. I saw.
Well, Will didn't tell me.
I was like, because I didn't want to say that fucker's right behind. They can hear you, so I was gonna be like, that fucker's right behind you. You book it. But I kept turning around and looking, and I just see Evelyn just staring at me, and then the ghost with like just the knife not moving, floating behind her.
Well, we went into a room, and I thought Will was gonna close the door.
I did close the door.
I was like running for my life.
I did close the door. It just wasn't fast enough before you died.
All I could hear distantly, because I was like in a different room for that, and all I
Yeah.
could hear was like, Evelyn's dead. And then like Will was just laughing at it.
Because it was hilarious.
I was like, oh fuck.
It's kind of funny to see the position they die in.
Yeah.
They're all like contorted.
Sometimes you'll glitch, so your feet will be sticking through a ceiling, and you can just look up at the person's feet just dangling there, and you're like, oh, hey, what up? Really got Jumanji right there. Do you think? Okay, I'm gonna talk about Jumanji just for a quick second. Do you think the Robin Williams one, when he's sinking through the floor, you see his feet? So if he held his breath long enough, do you think he would have just
Came out the other end?
yeah, like fine?
Probably.
Yeah.
I think they
forget.
stressed too much. They should have just died. Let it happen.
Yeah.
It's just a game.
I just
That's
like people
what
have so much will to live. It's like
I think
why?
it's just a game.
Unfortunately. Well, yeah. I think it's the fight or flight. Because I know when I'm scared by a ghost or something, I'm hitting the Joe Biden button. It's my best defense.
Joe Biden. Okay. Did you guys, we talked about this a bit, the Logan Paul fight. Not Logan Paul, the Jake
Oh,
Paul
it's
fight.
fake. It's fake. Faked.
I think it's
Fake news.
Give us-
Fake news.
give
So
us, yeah.
we talked about this, but like off air or whatever. But I'm like 95% sure Logan paid off the ref and just didn't tell anyone else about it because it doesn't make sense because he was fine getting out. The Ben guy.
What didn't make sense to me was that like how televised it was and how like big the fight was supposed to be. Like you'd think that they would want to do everything they can to keep the fight going on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
like
it's just like for Jake
It
to
was-
just punch the guy once, and then the ref was like, "No, you can't." Even though the guy was like, "Yeah, I can keep fighting."
Wait, how long was it actually? How
It was
long did
2
it actually
minutes.
take?
2 minutes.
it was like a
Really?
59 seconds.
Yeah.
That's
And
fucking
it was
cool.
like they had hours leading up to it, and it's like
Yeah, it was like 4
I
hours.
really- looking into that, I really think it was just like a ploy for Jake Paul to get more money. And it was like, even if it was, like, I feel like I do think he did something. Because
Yeah.
literally that seems like such like a Jake Paul. I don't know him personally, but just seeing the way he acts like in front of a camera, like he seems like the kind of guy that would be like, I can't lose this. So I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure, even if that means ending it 2 minutes in when the other guy is still able
perfectly
to fight.
fine. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and like it's not like a thing where like because people are like, oh, he's just an old dude, and he's not even a boxer. It's like he's an MMA fighter. They take a
Yeah.
beating and be fine, like more of a beating than in boxing, and can go on for longer. Even like even though he's old, I just don't see it. Jake Paul going out there. I don't think Jake Paul has a cannon arm. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure he's pretty ripped, but I don't think he's got the fucking rail gun of an arm that would require that would
Well,
require.
Also, it's just like isn't like MMA like they have like old fighters, right?
Yeah, I think it's like there's weight classes. There's probably I don't know if there's age classes too.
I
I
think
just feel like
But,
there are a lot of mixed martial arts people who are like older.
he's not that
He can
old
still kick
either.
people's
I think he's
ass.
like I can't fact check it right now, but I think he's only like
Wait,
38 or something. So it's not like
Wait,
he's,
did-
here. Well, let me look it up on my phone.
did Jake win money from the fight?
Yeah, he won over 600,000. And then Ben got at least 500,000.
Yeah, he's only 36. He's not that old. Like
Jake Paul when he knocks out a middle-aged dad. Hey.
Well, it's like I don't know.
I saw that clip of him. It's an old clip, but I saw that clip of him like calling out Conor McGregor, like asking for a fight. And I'm like, I so badly want him to do that. I just want Conor McGregor to just fuck him up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just like all he wants is, exposure and money, and that's what he got. Everyone calling him like a cheater and a liar. He's just getting more exposure for it.
Yeah, but also isn't he like getting canceled? Like, wasn't there an article that came out about him?
Who? Jake?
Oh, the sexual assault.
Yeah.
So, it's a New York Times article. I only saw it on the live, H3H3's live. And they basically they had some 14-year-olds stay with him at the Team 10 house, and a bunch of really gross shit happened.
What?
Yeah, and it was
gross?
Not essay stuff, but kind of drinking and just inappropriate behavior. They made him sleep on a couch for a while. They made him share a room with Jake Paul's girlfriend at the time.
Wait, Jake Paul's girlfriend was okay with that?
I don't know. It doesn't make
Sharing
a lot of
a room
sense.
with a 14-year-old boy?
I want to be completely transparent. I didn't read the article. I just watched the H3 thing, so I don't know all the information. But
coming forward and saying you did not read the article.
I read the parts that I was in it.
But I don't know how he has had so many. I don't understand how they're still around. It doesn't make any. I don't understand how people like him. Even Logan Paul is an asshole. He's the more likable one. Yeah. But I saw a clip.
He's the one who filmed a dead body.
Yeah.
Imagine being the most likable one who filmed a dead body.
Our standards are so low for them, and their dad is just icky.
Well,
he's so icky.
His dad is actually disgusting.
Those kissing pranks are so disgusting.
Well, and then the rumors allegedly. I don't want to say if it's only source of information is the H3 podcast, but him sitting in a camper van outside the Team 10 house, doing nasty things to fans. It's gross, man. It's really gross.
Yeah.
But Jake Paul, if you want to fight me, I'm totally down.
Team 10's a dumbass name.
Yeah.
I think he really needs to fight an actual boxer, because he's boxing, and Ben is his style was wrestling, not boxing specifically. And it's okay, wrestle him. Don't box. Stop boxing people who aren't boxers.
Who aren't
boxers. He watched Rocky one time, and he was like, "I want to do that."
Something I'm the best boxer out there, and then fighting non-boxers. I don't understand why does
because real boxers don't want to.
Real boxers
don't even care about it.
I don't think he can take it. I think he knows he couldn't win.
Precious hands with scum, literally. I feel you punch him and just that grease doesn't wash off. Dawn dish soap will do nothing.
Dawn dish soap won't clean Jake Paul
oil, crude oil out of duck's feathers, but it will do nothing with Jake. The grease that comes out of Jake Paul.
The clips of Pete Davidson, just being an asshole to him, it's the best. It's the best, dude.
Isn't he I hate Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
You asked him to host.
Yeah. His dad.
He's from SNL. SNL's known to just shit on people.
Yeah.
Well, that's his thing.
Them or not.
That's his thing. His thing is smoking weed and being an asshole. That is his bit. And it was really funny to see him talk about Logan Paul, because he was just what everyone was thinking about. No one and he was right. No one wanted Jake Paul to win, unless you're a psychopath. I'm sorry, but and I was hoping he'd get. I was hoping it was going to be the reverse, where Ben would just knock his ass out in the first round or whatever.
I wish I did.
That would have been.
That would have been
Deal.
so
That's so
awesome.
nice.
I don't even like the trend of YouTubers boxing. I think it's stupid.
It's weird.
Like,
It's
I don't
kinda
give a
like
shit. Like,
New Age Gladiator.
Yeah.
it's just like
there's such a weird divide with like YouTube celebrities and TikTok celebrities, and then like what we consider real celebrities that are like the movie and TV stars.
I think
And
it's
it's
just like so weird that people think that they can just come off the street and just do what these people do.
well,
I mean, I
it's-
think it's because they know
Well,
people
like-
will want to see them fight somebody else. Like, yeah, I want to see him kick this dude's ass.
Well,
Yeah.
I watched-
Oh my god,
I
he's like
watched-
Bryce Hall.
I remember I watched the KSI versus Logan Paul fight because I was like, this is not happening. This is not reality. This is crazy. It doesn't make any sense. And yeah, it didn't make any sense. They still did it. I don't know. The whole boxing trend, it's so weird. It's not even really a trend. It's just that fucking family. Like the menace of fucking whatever. But it was funny on the H3 podcast. They showed a clip of Impulsive, and they played a clip of their dad talking about Pete Davidson, and it was so fucking funny. He's just like, I'm a savage. I'll kick his ass. I'm a savage. I'm a maverick. I'm gonna kick his ass. It's like, dude, you're like 50. It's just,
I feel like with like YouTubers and like TikTokers, you see their parents and then you're like,
yeah.
this makes sense why they're like this.
Yeah.
Like their parents, they're exactly the same people, and their parents like just didn't make it big, and then they're like, fuck my chance. I'll be
Like Addison
known.
Rae's mom.
Yeah.
She's so cringy.
Fuck. It's like, dude. I'm glad my mom is like, don't take a picture of me. I swear to God.
That's not my
If I
dad
take a
is.
picture, she's like, don't put that anywhere. And I'm like, no one knows who I am either, Mom. They don't care. But she's like, if anyone knows my existence, I swear to God, you're out of here. She doesn't do that, but she's like, I'll be very upset. Like, Jesus, sorry.
I don't.
I'm sending a picture to my sister.
I think
I
it's
have a nice family moment.
I think it's really funny that the dad is like. Apparently, he did a lot more icky things, according to the article. Like, he was the manager for a while, and, like, he managed money. So there could be a whole fucking... Because that motherfucker, if he has money, he's going to be giving himself a cut. Personally, I think that.
Well, yeah. I think
Like,
so, yeah.
He's pretty greasy in, like, the greasiest regards.
I feel like it's getting so creepy. I don't know, maybe it's because we're not used to old people being on like the stuff we see, but it's like it's so creepy when there's like these 50-year-old men just like doing what their kids do or what the younger like
I
boys
just think it's like...
they're not men, are doing like on YouTube and stuff. And it's like, shouldn't you have a
It's-
401k?
No, it's like...
Close to
it's-
retirement.
It's the same
Shouldn't you
thing...
be on a boat somewhere?
If you were in a frat, right, and you saw your dad taking part in the frat activities, it'd be equally as weird as fucking Logan Paul's dad on the podcast saying, I'm a savage, I'm gonna kick his ass. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same energy, it's just broadcast to the whole fucking world.
It gives the energy of like, my dad's gonna beat up
Yeah,
your dad.
exactly.
It's like, but my dad's gonna beat up all of you.
My dad's gonna beat you up. I'm telling my dad on you.
Like, I don't understand the appeal of them at this point. Like, even now, all they really do is just like, they don't even really party because COVID and stuff. They just kind of, well, they do, but like,
Please
I
don't call
forgot
it
about
future
that.
man.
I forgot about that. I was giving them more credit than they deserved. Forgive me. But
My father.
they don't, like, other than Logan Paul's podcast, he doesn't really post anything, right? I don't know what Jake Paul's up to other than like sexually harassing people and
Oh, isn't
Training.
Logan Paul in like Puerto Rico?
oh wait, I think he is.
Yeah, because they like pre-recorded a bunch of podcasts and they're like putting them out
Well,
while he's in Puerto Rico, but they're like so late, they're so irrelevant.
Why is he in
Yeah.
Puerto Rico? Wait, what?
yeah, I don't know. I know that he's in Puerto Rico. I remember that. He like they're and it's not even like even in like the grand scheme of like controversies, they're irrelevant now. To quote Rice Gum, they're just they don't do anything except fucking like the podcast and then Jake fights people. You know what I mean? Like they don't do anything anymore.
Did you
Yeah,
just
all of
quote Rice Gum?
I didn't mean to, but then I thought it was funny right afterwards.
What'd you say?
I said irrelevant, and that's like his thing. You're irrelevant. He's another scum of the earth that I haven't heard from in a while, so that's good. Him and Leafy, I hope. Well, Leafy's gone for good, so I'm glad on that one. But
yeah, the only thing on Jake's YouTube is like he moved 3 months ago. He took Erica on a date.
Yeah, are they still dating?
I guess they're dating again.
Yeah,
And
they
then-
broke up.
And then it's all just like a countdown to his fight. And then there's like the most recent one is $65 million generated. And it's a 40-second video.
I think it's very interesting to look at
Oh.
oh, we have to go to break soon. But I think it's really interesting to look at like their older content and how they just like literally were just throwing everything out there like, "Oh, we're cool. I'm doing music. Yeah, music. You want to buy my merch? Okay, now I'm just going to go live, do my vlog. Oh, new music video. Oh, someone said I smelled poopy. Oh, diss track." Like that was YouTube for a while.
Songs literally about their merch, about buying their
yeah,
merch.
yeah, exactly.
He's just turned into like a big like pyramid scheme. I feel like everything he does is just trying to get more money, and he's not actually putting real work into it. It's like he's
Well-
just like, I have this much money now. Wouldn't it be great if you guys just gave me even more that I'll
I just
do
think you have to be.
useless shit with? Like,
You just have to be such scum to like want to scam kids.
Yeah. Well, and
I
it's
mean,
like
Just like
he's like 24, so I guess he's like kind of like, I'm just scamming my people. It's fine.
He's
And it's
enough
like,
to know
24?
better
you're
though.
like 12 years old. He's only 24, yeah.
bruh. Just being semi close to his age disgusts me. I wish I was
Yeah.
like
Same first digit. I'm uncomfortable
I'm
about
like,
it.
icky.
Just a little bit stinky, a little bit uninterested in that.
a little bit stink.
It's all these fucking Viners, dude. Peace and love. They're ruining YouTube with peace and love. With peace and love.
I mean, some Viners just kind of stayed in the background.
Well,
like he wasn't even a good
yeah, that's
Viner.
not
I
even-
don't. When I think of Viners, I don't think of Jake Paul.
Well, like Drew Gooden.
No, neither do
is a
I. I don't think I
perfect-
ever saw him.
No,
I remember
would,
seeing
I
him.
was cultured.
I was
I was
on
cultured, so I never saw him.
Jake Paul
Oh.
on Vine.
Oh, I thought Will said something about some Drew.
Oh,
Oh.
Drew Gooden. Yeah, he was on Vine. He's good. He does like commentary stuff. So like I guess not all Viners are scum of earth, but I'm just saying, kind of sus.
Wait, what about that guy? What about that guy Jared? Is he still good?
I don't know, Jared.
The guy who's like, "What's up, guys? My name's Jared. I'm 19, and I never learned how to fucking read."
Oh, I don't
Oh.
fucking
That guy?
know whatever happened to him.
Is he still good?
Yeah, he just came back. He was working on something. I follow him on Instagram. Like he's working on this Netflix. thing or
My
something.
favorite one was like when he did that PowerPoint or something about his little brother. He was like, "This is why I think we should,
Euthanize my little brother or something.
yeah, euthanize my little brother."
It was like, my little brother punched me, and so here's why I think we should euthanize him. The first thing was that he would punch me a lot less.
All right, we got to go to break. We're like 10 minutes over, so we're going to do that. We'll see you in a couple minutes. Now, welcome back from break. I hope you enjoyed the same ad you've heard for 80 or 38 episodes. Now you heard of it the
83rd
39th
episode.
times. 39th time. But so during the break we watched the clip I was talking about, and holy shit, it is worse than I remembered. It's awful. I don't understand this idea of like people just being people clout chasing. You know what I mean? Because, like, I feel like almost everything, when someone disses someone else or is even a criticism or even, like, actual, like, criminal accusations come out, they get brushed aside a lot by, like, oh, they're just clout chasing. It's like, I really don't understand the, like, the immediate draw for clout. Like, and I can understand sometimes when people post, like, 14 parts about how this one person's fucked up, but, like, a one video that is just going through everything, that's not really clout chasing, right? Like I feel like no one really ever is chasing clout at this point, right? Like, because I feel like we've seen enough YouTubers accusations come out against them. Like, it happens almost every other fucking week now, which is unfortunate. But like almost every one of those, either there's no clout involved. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. Because, like, even, like, so in this clip, Jake Paul basically calls Pete Davidson a clout chaser, and that's why he was roasting him. It's like
He's already bigger than
he had his own movie. Like, he starred in a major motion
He's
picture.
An actual
TV
person. He's not chasing clout. What
Yeah,
the
it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
I just feel like YouTubers, they get full of, as this podcast is posted on YouTube. YouTubers they get so full of themselves that they lose sense of reality. And it's like, okay, like, even celebrities do this, and it's like, you're not God. He's not
I feel
real.
like it's worse with YouTubers because YouTube
It is because they're like, they want the validation that they're popular,
are
essentially.
equal to modern celebrity. Like, Jake Paul and Logan Paul see themselves as like a Brad Pitt or a George Clooney or even like Tom Cruise, right? Where it's like
better.
Yeah, because like, and in some right they kind of are, because like if you're in a crowd of a bunch of random people, if you say Jake Paul, people are gonna know who you're talking about, right? Unfortunately,
Maybe young people probably.
Well, yeah, but like even then, at least Logan Paul, I feel like is more because that Suicide Forest, travesty, train wreck, you could call it a million things. Got a lot of news coverage, like a mainstream normal news coverage, because it was like awful. And just the idea that he thought that was okay to post shows a lot of like, I don't know. Like, he put it in the thumbnail. I remember watching it, or my sister watched it because she was into them at the time. And it's like, what? It's
literally they don't face the same repercussions that like we see with like musicians and like the big
other
like Hollywood
YouTubers too.
Like, even then,
like and we don't know we don't know a lot, but like even David Dobrik, I feel like is facing more bullshit right now than, and like disappearing more efficiently than the Paul's brothers did. Because like even when after Logan did that, he just kind of fucked off for a little bit and then did like cried on camera a couple times, and then he was all good. He's
did he donate like $1 million to like?
He donated some money, which is good.
Or something.
yeah.
But it's like
it doesn't make up for it. But it's just like better than Jake not doing shit about any of his.
Yeah.
Jake just being a little shit and then being like, $65 million generated. Look at all my $1 bills. Look at all these crisp $1 bills. You know how much these $1 bills cost that look so nice? $10 each. Like, that's...
I had to go to the bank and withdraw $100 in $1 bills. Okay, that's a flex. Okay, not everyone can do that. Okay.
Yeah. Had realities. You can't. But like seriously, like he's just scum of the earth. He's just literal like I don't you can go lower than that,
Both
which is
of
what
them.
sucks, but you see him like recorded and you're like, why would you want people to know how just disgusting you are?
Well, and it's
Usually
like-
people are ashamed of this. And you should be too.
With the
Like there's no
COVID,
bullying for a reason.
with the COVID
I'm
controversy, with the COVID controversy, like even that they just kind of brushed it off, like because there was a video somebody tested positive for COVID, and they've been partying or whatever, and they were in contact, and Logan Paul's just like one of them, both of them were kind of like
No, it was Logan.
one of them was more just like I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be fine, so whatever. Thanks for letting me know, but like, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Like, I really don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and both of them reacted. I think they both got called. I don't remember.
No, yeah.
They both
I saw the
reacted a
clip of
similar
Logan.
way. But like that is awful. It's just like it shows no human decency, like at all.
There's no sort of like remorse or like actually
it's not
care
even like
for anything. Like
yeah, and it's like
how disconnected can you be from reality to say like, oh, I've been exposed to COVID.
Yeah, I
The
don't
disease
care.
killed like 250,000 people in the U.S. alone. Whatever, it's fine.
I think it also.
I can't die. What?
I got a boxing match. I'll be fine. I'm working out too much. It'd be good.
I got something to do right now.
Well,
like I'm busy.
I think it
Tell
shows.
COVID to come back later.
I think it shows a lot of character that he didn't give a shit that his friend got it either. He was just like, oh, that sucks, man.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck though. You still coming to that party later?
No, you'll be fine. You're just like, I don't give a fuck. See you tonight.
Yeah.
See you tonight to record. Let's grab the
Um,
excavator. Let's swing around on it.
We could talk about that. Because we could talk about all.
Just how dumb can you get? Like how I really don't understand. It's just like
context. Part 2 of Jeff, I don't know his last name.
Wittick.
Jeff Wittick's documentary about what happened to his eye and his injury and all that stuff came out. And
yeah, like all the controversy recently happening with the vlog squad.
Yeah.
And there was like a point when he was like, I had a really bad accident, and then he's now coming out and being like, yeah, it was like David's fault. But then he's still like, he's a good guy. I love David.
There's something behind there.
He's a mob boss. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You.
I mean,
I've
he
said
pays
this
people up.
privately.
That's all he does.
He has been a mob boss. He is the YouTube mob boss, like on a scale of fucking past Logan Paul and Jake Paul. He'll solve anything with money and like hush money, like legitimate hush money about shit. And like, I used to like be fine with him. I just thought he was a little more cringy version of Mr. Beast, which is pretty hard to do that. But like after this, it's just like even my sister doesn't like him anymore. And my sister was a huge David Dobrik fan. She came into my room and she was like, "Hey Will, you want to help me burn my David Dobrik merch?" So like it's like oof, bro.
She should just
That's a big
resell
step.
it. She should change it to be like just like insulting him.
Yeah, fuck
and then
David
resell
Dobrik.
it for more. Make a profit off of it.
You know what's really funny? I watched right, like I say like days before everything came out, and like before the like I don't want to call it a hate David train like started its course, but like before frenemies and them started talking about it, like really soon, I was on my computer and I was hanging out with my sister and we were watching the stream and I was making fun of him how he's playing Warzone. I was like, I could totally kick his ass. I totally could kick his ass. And now I want to kick his ass. I want to find his ass in Warzone. But yeah, and then we got 10 minutes left I think to talk about the worst person on YouTube. I think he's the worst.
I mean, he just sucks a lot, but I wouldn't sit. I
Oh,
think
he's
there's definitely
pretty
worse
bad.
people,
He's pretty
but he
fucking
is
bad.
definitely one of the bad
I think he's
ones.
up there. He's up there.
I
He's
put
like
him in
he's like up in that like
But he's not
that
actually like
bubble of like these
almost
people
killing people.
suck. Like, yeah, he hasn't almost killed someone, but he also is just like
He's done some pretty bad
he's
things.
such a little. You just want to like when you meet him, I feel like you just want to punch him right in the face. You're like, no,
yeah.
no introduction, just be like, oh hey, then
I
just knock him right
totally.
out. Jake Paul him.
I would put him on the same level as my distaste for them with Jake Paul and Logan Paul. Like, if I just hear him talk, my brain goes, "You don't like him." I would hit that man if I saw him. Like,
I mean,
Probably why these fights are so popular. It's like I want to see that.
Yeah, bitch,
yeah.
knock the fuck
but
out.
it's like the only reason Jake Paul's are popular is because everyone wants to see him eat it, and then he fights
Yeah.
people who he can dominate, and it's like, I'm not gonna pay because I know he's gonna
or
win.
cheat.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to put. I honestly don't think he would have lasted much longer if the fight kept going. You know what I mean? Like, I think that because like boxing, it's very stamina based, and if he was exerting himself that hard in the first 2 minutes, I don't think he could keep that up for very long. And I think that's I'm calling it right now. I don't think it will ever come out. He paid that ref off. I'm 100% sure, or like 95% sure, because I just don't see that outcome.
Passing grade sure.
Yeah, like I don't know.
He did something. It's
Anyway.
just, that seems.
It just doesn't make sense. Because when he walks out, his face isn't even swollen. Like, I've seen boxers get out of the ring, like significantly more fucked up than he was. Like, I don't know.
I mean, I guess he could have been concussed, but anyways,
they wouldn't have.
James
stopped it for
Charles
that.
is the man we're speaking of. You didn't catch on, which you may have.
Yeah, I hate that
'cause he was,
man.
like,
I never
currently-
liked him. My sister was, or not my sister. My sister's friends liked him, and I was always
thought
like,
he was cringy.
I just was like, he's icky. I can tell. I don't like makeup YouTubers to begin with. It's just not my thing. With peace and love.
It was just like it's like a young guy who's not afraid to go and like put on a bunch of makeup,
Which,
and it's like
I just don't. Well, like him, and then
I feel like his appeal is very specifically to like straight young girls who are like, oh my gosh, gay best friend. And it's like there's nothing wrong with that, but it's also like he does feed into that like kind of weird fetishization. And it's just like, yeah, there are people like him, but there's also like there are also people that are like, oh my gosh, he's like a gay icon. It's like he's not that good.
Also a predator.
Yeah, he's a small predator.
yeah, like
But he's like transphobic. He's just
And
like
just-
he's just so he's like just
He's
another
transphobic?
Yeah, I never.
yeah. It's like low key, but it's still because he was like, I'm not 100% gay because I like trans men. It's like that's like implying that like trans men aren't men. It's like
Yeah.
That is weird of
yeah.
that's
him to say.
I'm 100%.
like because then he's
That's
like
fucked
taking
up.
in, it's like an implication of their like
Yeah, they're not real men.
their like
They're not
physical
actual.
composition
Mm.
essentially.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, you don't have to say that. Like, we get it, James. We get it.
Yeah.
We understand. You can just stop. Yeah, but he's a predator. Will take it away. Take it from there.
Yeah. So a bunch of allegations came out. Again, don't know too much. Don't want to like speak if they're real or not. I don't know the evidence, but I'm pretty sure they're real. With peace and love. But YouTube finally is fucking him over. Finally, after like 3 months of like every week, it was like a fucking TV show. Friday at 8, a new accusation would come out, and like half of them, maybe more. I don't remember the exact number. They said it on H3 a while ago, but I think around half of them were underage, and just no one didn't do anything. The FBI didn't do anything. Everyone was just like, huh, that's awful. Okay, can't wait for the next upload.
Also, fuck Morphe.
Yeah.
Like we've agreed to end our partnership. Like we've mutually agreed. It's
Yeah.
like
We talked it out. We're on good terms.
Did you need his consent to your partnership with him? Like, no, just cut him off.
We FaceTimed him and we told him, "Fuck you, man." We hate
Send him an email and be like,
That's what I should've
"Hey, I don't know how you're feeling right now, but I think it would be a good idea just to stop endorsement for a little bit. I mean, like, I know you're going through a tough time,
Yeah,
but you
I
know,
know we're always here for you.
we're here for you, but we just right now
Yeah,
can't have you. We mutually agree. Well, like, we mutually agree. You can come back later, you know, when all this dies down." It's like, I wish I feel like companies are always so afraid to be like, "Yo, fuck this guy. He sucks." 'Cause
Well,
they're like,
I don't understand
Especially when
why.
they're making money.
Yeah,
Like,
they don't want to lose.
I guess,
like,
but
they don't want to lose the customers they were possibly bringing in. Because so it's like
if I
James
was
Charles is like endorsing it, so a bunch of his fans are probably like that. But then if like you're still fans with him, like
it's also a thing where they should probably like background, like his controversies are not new. He's been a problematic creator for a long time. You know what I mean? Like, and like they haven't been as serious as they are now. But I remember seeing on H3 they talked about his concerts where he would just sit in a room in silence with all his fans.
And he sings
and he'd charge him like $500 or something. It's insane.
Do you hear him sing?
Yeah, and it was just basically shitty karaoke.
Honestly, though, I might pay for that.
It'd be really funny to like
pay to throw tomatoes at him.
Yeah, it'd be really funny to go in there and make sure.
The best comedy show I would ever attend.
Could you imagine if we were in there and we started booing him? It'd be fucking hilarious.
He would get security. He would send us out.
Yeah,
like,
I think security literally.
He's like,
Oh
sorry.
my god.
Do you guys know that video from like WWE where like people start throwing chairs on this one dude in the ring and then everyone starts throwing chairs until it's like a mountain? That's what we should do to James Charles.
Yeah.
It's like a mountain, just a mountain of metal folding chairs.
All right, guys. Next James Charles concert. Everyone meet up. Grab your folding chairs. Lawn chairs even. Doesn't even matter. Whatever chair you can use.
Any type of chair.
You're not gonna get the chair back.
You can carry them.
You won't get the chair you don't care about that much, but you want to see deck James Charles in the face.
I just don't understand how he can still be
chair,
around.
even.
Like there was a controversy with a guy from Rooster Teeth that did a very similar thing to James Charles, and he got fucking zapped out of existence in a millisecond. But James Charles,
wait,
what?
Was he like? Is he gay?
No, he was
Is that
straight.
guy also gay?
He was straight.
Was he?
But-
Was he like communicating with younger girls?
Yes, it's like it's.
That's probably why.
Well, yeah, but same amount of accusations, same about whatever.
Yeah.
But
the media doesn't care as much, which is
Yeah.
bad. It doesn't care as much as
yeah.
what happens to boys, and it's like, okay, it's still traumatic for them. They're still
Yeah.
victims.
well,
of
it's still
this.
the same. It's the same
crime.
case. It doesn't. It's the same. Like if it's the same crime being committed. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if he's gonna get charged with the same crime if he went to court or whatever. And I don't know. It amazes me how long some of these people can stick around. Like Onision is a great example, which he's
Fuck
an
that guy.
awful human being, and he's been on the YouTube
That
for.
name sounds familiar, but I forget what
He's
he did.
He's an awful. He's the one with the black hair. Like,
Wait, let me.
And he like
he would
had
make
a,
all these videos about like women, like just shaming people
like shaming
for
people
their
based
the way they look,
and then he
Oh,
had
yeah.
like I don't
Right?
know the best way to
Ugliest
explain
man
it,
I've
but
ever
like
seen.
a award kind of thing where it was like him and his wife had like adopted this girl and then it did a bunch of icky things with her, and then Chris
Wait, what?
yeah, so this girl I take everything I say with a grain of salt because I'm not an expert. And this was like a year ago, so I don't remember, but so basically the reason Chris Hansen got on Onision's case was because this girl named Sarah was had some trouble with her parents and was talking to Onision's wife, and they somehow got like custody of her, and then took her, like they lived together, and they did a bunch of fucking icky, gross things all the time, and like she got out of that situation and then started tweeting about it, and that's how Chris Hansen got on the case of Onision, which unfortunately,
How old?
She was underage. I think she's about
That's
our.
like-
It happened 3 or 4 years ago, and it was she's our age, so like now, and it's awful. It's like really bad, and apparently she wasn't like the only one that it happened to. Like it was like a cult. I don't remember exactly what happened. There's tons of YouTube. I think if you're interested, listeners, there's a really good, I think it's like a 3-part documentary by The Right Opinion. I think that's his name. He's a British dude. Really great. And it's really fucking disgusting. Like, actually gross. Like, worse than, I would say, James Charles and fucking Logan Paul.
That's like awful too, because it's like, imagine you're trying to get out of a bad situation and you just end up in a
You go
worse
right in.
situation
Yeah.
because you thought you could trust them. And it's
Um,
like, just stop being. I don't understand why it's so hard to not be a disgusting human being. Like, I don't get
well,
it.
like,
I'm just
Call
like,
Me Carson's a perfect fucking example. It's a shame that I
Also-
can just keep going listing people that have fucked up and done gross things. You know what I mean?
well, it's just like people just going like, why do you have like Gabby Hanna's going insane? And she still has like so many, like, first of all, I think she needs to fire her therapist and get a better one. And then like she it's just like awful. It's like these people are just being allowed to do this, and it's like it's so easy to just not be just disgusting.
Yeah.
Like
That's
literally
probably
you
power
just
and
go,
ego, you know. Like.
should I do this? No, I won't. Let's
Well,
not do
there's
it.
a clip. There's a clip,
Simple
and
question.
it's in one of our videos, the Country Club videos. I think it's in the like 2021 like clip show that I posted at the beginning of the year, and it's me just playing Risk of Rain with the boys, and I'm like, we're talking about the Call Me Carson thing. I'm like, I don't get it. It's not that hard not to show your dick to people. I don't do it. A lot of people don't do it. Just don't do it. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
And that pretty much sums up every interaction with YouTubers in the past like 3 years. It's fucking awful. I don't understand it.
They just get this sense of entitlement. They're like, this person wants to see my
Yeah.
wrinkly old dick. Like they want to see it. Like they didn't ask me, but I can sense it. And like the only thing they've said is like, "Hey, I'm a big fan."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then dick.
Oh,
Love the
oh my gosh, you
content.
want one? Here you go.
Dick.
Like no one else is looking at it.
Like,
Yeah.
Let me copy and paste this
There's
real
a
quick.
reason no one's
Like,
looking at it.
Yeah. No, it's a quite difficult.
What a predicament. A
Okay.
little bit sketchy.
Predicament.
what
Um,
a pickle.
On that happy note, that's been your weekly dose of the Country Club podcast. Thank you for watching. Make sure to check out Gamerware. Use code TCCLB to get 10% off. And yeah, check out the TikTok. Check out everything. And fuck all the YouTubers we brought up in this conversation. I just want to reiterate that part.
Sue us. Okay.
If they sue me, I
First of all,
will
that's rude.
put my
Second of
balls
all-
on the suing papers and send them a picture.
That
that is
Fax
a
it to 'em.
threat. I'm a
Fax in your
YouTuber
balls.
now, so everyone gets to see it. That's how it works. Not my choice. For legal
You
reasons,
never
that
said
was a
you didn't wanna
joke.
see it.
For legal reasons, that was a joke.
And for art, actually, it also.
All right, goodbye. It was a joke.